watching Daytime Tea Times with Candice. It's time to pour this tea, stir this tea, and sip this tea. Let's get right into it. Alright you guys, we're about to talk about the iconic comedian and Academy Award-winning actress, MONIQUE. MONIQUE was on the daytime television show The Real, and she discussed the fact that she is the first black female comedian to have a residency on the Las Vegas Strip, which is an amazing accomplishment.
It is such an honor to be the first black female comedian to have a residency on the Las Vegas Strip. Because if we know the history of Las Vegas, it was once considered the Mississippi of the West.
Yes.
So for the black entertainers that performed there, they couldn't stay in the hotels.
Yes.
So now to be in 2019, and I can stay in the hotel
Look
that
at
I'm
you.
performing at.
Okay.
Thank you, Red Fox. Thank you, Lola Valada.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Reg.
How was opening night for you?
Opening night was like a kid in the candy store.
As a fan of Monique's, I am super happy to see her back to doing her comedy, back to doing her thing, and no negativity surrounding it. Even this episode of The Real, she actually discussed some of the negativity, and it was still very positive at the same time. She specifically said that there is no beef between her, Oprah, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, or anyone else for that matter.
Well,
There's no beef.
no.
There's no
it's a
shade.
conversation.
There's no spilling tea. We're too grown for that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's simply an honest conversation. So when people say, Monique, do you have a beef with Oprah?
Yeah.
Do you have a beef with, I don't have a beef with any of them.
Say it.
What I do have is honest conversation
Yeah.
for them.
Uh-huh.
But I'm too old to have a beef, like, I'm too grown.
Monique even went further to squash the alleged beef that she had with Adrienne Bailon. Now, before I go into that, I do want to give you guys a little bit of background just in case you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you who may not know what I'm talking about, 2 years ago in 2017, Monique was extremely vocal about the fact that she had disagreements with Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels, and those disagreements somehow led to her being allegedly blackballed in Hollywood. Around that time in 2017, on The Real, they actually discussed it, and Adrienne Bailon said some things that some people saw as her throwing shade at Monique. So fast forward to today, in 2019, Adrienne Bailon and Monique actually discussed it and came to a resolution, giving each other love, understanding, and positivity. Okay, so first I want to show you the controversial things that Monique said back in 2017, and then I'm going to show you what they said on The Real back in 2017, and lastly, I'm going to show you a clip from today's episode where Monique and Adrienne Bailon come to understanding through simple communication, turning the negativity from the past into positivity now here in the present. Check this out, and then I'm coming back with some more.
What is that black dick connected to? That black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed. By some black dicks who had no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. No, baby, I wasn't blackballed. I was fucked up by some niggas who had no balls. And see, I know they like to say, Monique, you talk too motherfucking much. It would kill me not to say the real shit. It would kill me not to say the real shit. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly. So y'all can suck my dick if I had one.
And Monique, who during a stand-up show at the Apollo Theater in Harlem, accused Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lee Daniels of stopping her from getting roles in Hollywood, saying in part, quote, "I was not blackballed, I was whiteballed. You are not paying me equally, you are not treating me fairly." Now, back in 2015, Monique infamously claimed that Lee Daniels stopped her from getting roles due to the fact that she didn't want to promote the movie Precious for free, and accused him of telling everyone she was, quote, difficult to work with. Now, this is the first time, however, that Monique has brought up Oprah and Tyler, who served as executive producers of the film. Now, when TMZ asked her about, whether she regretted her comments at the show, Monique, alongside her husband, Sydney, had this to say. Take a look.
What I would say to you guys, what I would say to Oprah, Tyler, Lee, one thing about me and my husband, we're not no hiders, we're not no runners, and when a sister says to me, aren't you afraid of the blowback? What I would say to you as another woman, aren't you afraid to even ask the question, am I afraid of the blowback? Because you would say, am I getting blowback for simply being honest?
I have an issue with people thinking that every time someone is loud or boisterous or saying something negative, that's them keeping it real. Why does it always have to be that just because you all over the place and being loud and making a lot of noise, that's the truth and that's real? I'm gonna add to that, okay? Why can't keeping it real be classy? Okay. Why can't keeping it real be, let me hold my peace and let me move on? Why can't keeping it real be, you know what? They may have done that, but I'm gonna respect them and move forward. Why can't that be keeping it real?
Right. People don't understand this system, this industry. That was an independent movie. It wasn't even supposed to be a hit. Monique made it a hit. So I can understand why she feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
Because she like, you know.
Again, there's a way to address it. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what we're saying.
But I don't think
you
she
can keep it real and
but that
living
was
your
her
truth
show,
in a
though.
different way.
That was her show.
Yes.
That was her show. I say things on my show, and I don't want somebody taking 10 seconds and then all of a sudden, now you judging me from that. That was her comedy show. Whether you think it was funny or not, that was her comedy show. So you got to judge it a little bit different.
Right, but obviously, you never seem to be afraid to speak your mind.
Yes.
But have you ever said something and then regretted it?
I'm sure I have.
Okay.
In my lifetime. But now, no. In the last 10 years, no. In the last 10 months, no. In the last 10 days, no. I've not regretted it because I think about what I'm going to say. I think about what I'm going to say. And I know some time ago when I was watching the show and you said, when I did the piece of the Apollo, and you said, just because you're loud doesn't make you right.
Yeah.
And everybody said, Monique, you're gonna get Adrienne, because she threw shade. And I said, listen, Adrienne is a baby. And she's not had enough life experience to understand the statement that she's making. I understand it. That's why that's why I couldn't throw shade.
What I love is that we actually were having the conversation, and I think the loud thing and the right thing actually wasn't targeted towards you. It was targeted in general. That people will say, you're keeping it real, right? And my thing was, which I stand by, and I love that you just said right now that if you say something, you should stand by what you say. And that's what a show like this is about. You can share your opinion, you can share what you think. And in that moment, we were watching the clip, and obviously there was something said about you can... That, okay?
Yes.
And I was just like, man, yo, but Monique is so dope and has accomplished so much. And this was just my opinion. I was like, there gotta be a better way to settle this beef between, in my opinion, really dope African-American people that are all killing it. I'm like, man, there has to be a better way. So I think for somebody to be like, yeah, but she was keeping it real, my thing was, okay, I get that part, but there just gotta be a better way to say it than that. You get what I'm saying?
Right, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
And I'm sure there would have been a better way for me to say what I said, too.
But as comedians, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And when Lonnie said, you can't take a clip from her stand-up and then give your opinion because it's just a clip.
Same.
And what I did say, I meant as a stand-up comedian.
Got it.
I'm unapologetic for it. But what happens is we oftentimes will judge a dynamic and we don't know what we're judging.
Yeah.
And when we don't have the conversations about it, we just walk away with these opinions, and oftentimes your opinion is misguided.
Yeah.
So
people do that all the time. They put up these little clips of our show, of our girl chat talk, and it's literally a minute.
A minute.
And they'll be like, "Wow, she said that."
We can't jump
you gotta
on
watch
it
the
because
whole
we
thing.
know what it is.
And this is the real. We know that there have been issues. There's been, so-called issues between me and you and her. But we are so real on this show that we allow our sister to come on.
Yeah.
Because she has a show.
For sure.
She has a residency. She needs to promote it. And we talk about it.
Like when you
That's
tweeted
it.
me, I read that. I was like, I get that. Her experience is nothing like I'm sure what my experience has been. But what I love about that is that it starts a conversation. And I don't think we should roll over and just let anybody do anything they want to.
And I think what we have to get away from is this.
What?
There's no beef.
No.
Yeah.
There's no shade.
It's a conversation.
There's no spilling tea. We're too grown for that.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's simply an honest conversation. So when people say, Monique, do you have a beef with Oprah?
Yeah.
Do you have a beef with... I don't have a beef with any of them.
Say it.
What I do have is honest conversation for them. But I'm too old to have a beef. Like, I'm too grown.
Yeah.
Let them know.
To do Cardi B on the red carpet. Though I appreciated my baby. She said, on site, baby, on site. But we've got to understand as women and as women of color.
Right.
That's why I said to you in that tweet, you my baby, and you have not yet faced all of the life experience to make an opinion on a woman that's 51 years old.
For sure.
To say, this is what I think you should do, and is there a better way? Until we've walked the path.
Yep.
And someone's journey. You can't speak on what you think they should have done with their path or journey.
And again,
It's only speaking
at
on
80 years
yours.
old, I might handle something different than you handle that,
Come
and that's
on.
okay too.
Come
Monique,
on.
thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
y'all
Thank you
for
for this
having me, baby.
conversation.
Thank you, my
Good luck with your residency. We're gonna go see you. You can catch Monique bringing the laughs on the stage at the SLS Hotel in Las Vegas Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Tickets are on sale now. Now we've got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is So Real.
All right, you guys, so you saw that. I know that I am so happy to see Monique speaking with The Real, with Adrienne Bailon, and even clarifying the fact that there is no beef between her, Oprah, Lee Daniels, or Tyler Perry. In life, people have disagreements. People don't get along. People say things about each other that doesn't make the other person feel good. But in life, communication and understanding is key. So I'm happy to see that Monique is doing that. And again, listen, a huge congratulations to Monique for being the first Black female comic to have a residency on the Las Vegas Strip. But all right, y'all, I'm done with this. I want to know what y'all think. What do you guys think about Monique getting back to work and clarifying some issues from the past? Let me know what you think. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'm going to catch you in the next one, all right? Bye.